Hello, world, and welcome to the Common Sense Man's News and Talk Show on this February 14th, Valentine's Day 2018. Happy Valentine's Day to all you ladies out there, whether you're single or not. Happy Valentine's Day. This is a place where we discuss all different avenues of news from the internet discuss it in a common sense way, bring it out in the open, whether you're left, right, middle, on your political views. Let's discuss things, whether it's sports, travel, political, whatever type of news you want to discuss. Let's do it. You could email in your suggestions or comments to commonsenseman@gmail.com, commonsenseman@gmail.com. That's comma with a K. Or call in. Let's discuss this. 805-994-0606. That's my Skype number. Let's get this thing going. Let's bring people together and get things out in the open. Again, we're taking news from various sources here on the internet and opening it up today. We're going to start with Fox News again. And again, Fox News, I have nothing against it, but it just seems to always be, along with a couple others, it's always about political internal bullshit stuff between Democrats and Republicans. And this is no different than today. Did Kommon miss a meeting? That's the big headline. Rice's bizarre note to self raises questions about ex-FBI chief's Senate testimony. I'm not even going to get into that bullshit anymore because that's what it is. Just let's get past it. It's just ridiculous. And that's really all that I'm going to discuss on from Fox, because that's their main thing and that's what they want to discuss. That's what people want to read. Go ahead and read it. I've got better things to talk about. And then moving over to CNN, same thing. It's all the political internal bullshit going on in the White House. This one is their headline: Kelly is in the eye of the White House storm. The Rob Porter scandal has undermined the credibility of top officials, including Chief of Staff John Kelly. Again, I'm not going to get into that because I really personally don't give a shit about it. I got 10,000 other things better that I could be thinking about than that internal crap between Democrats and Republicans. Moving over on CNN, this is not just on CNN, this is on most of the other ones. May not be the top news, but it's big news. Trump lawyer: I paid $130,000 of my own money to the porn star. That porn star is Stormy something. I don't have her name right here, but we will get maybe a little bit to that a little later. Big news here today in the inflation news. Consumer price jumps more than forecasts, sparking inflation fears. The consumer price index, if you guys don't know what that is, that's stating how it's a big indicator of how the economy is.
Jim Muriel from Chicago. We have a lot of data coming out. Some of it's quite important.
In January, which is a lot. So the feds are keeping an eye on that to make sure that the inflation is not getting out of control. It's actually something I've been studying right now for my broker's exam for real estate about economics, so it's interesting that just came up. It's a confusing thing. I don't know much about it, but economics drive me crazy. But that's what's coming from CNBC News, amongst some other stock stuff, but nothing really that we're going to talk about. Other big news is, we'll go back to the Trump lawyer thing, and of course, it's Stormy Daniels is the name of the porn star that received the money. Of course, Trump is still denying that he had an affair with him, which he should deny, because what I learned a long time ago from a good dear friend of mine who's passed away recently, but always said, and he got this from his dad, is if you have the gun smoking in your hand, you deny, and that's what Mr. Trump is obviously doing: deny. Whether it's true or not, you just deny, because just looking at her picture, I don't know how can you deny that. That's about it in the regular news. Of course, going over to the sports, the big headline of sports, if you haven't seen it, it's Shaun White wins his third gold medal in the half pipe. It's the first male athlete, U.S. male athlete, to win 3 gold medals, one in 3 different Olympics, and he won the 100th gold medal in U.S. history in the Winter Olympics, which is very, very awesome. You should watch that. It's very emotional. He was very emotional after he won. It's just amazing. Now, on a down note on that, 2 down notes, Slovenia stuns the U.S. in men's hockey opener That was a big upset, Slovenia. And then I guess I didn't know this. White was accused of some sexual misconduct several years ago, and he's now apologizing because he called it gossip in an interview last night, and he's apologizing for that. Reading that has something to do with the past band member that he had, and he was texting him penis pics and all kinds of stuff back 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, whenever it was. That's going to do it for sports. Now TMZ, my favorite, the entertainment news, which I know very little about. I apologize. Cardi B, I don't know who that is. Cardi B, her team telling people she is pregnant, 3 to 4 months pregnant. That is the news coming on Cardi B. Again, I don't know who she is, but I'm sure people out there do. Looks like she's a singer because she is singing in the picture. Now, Scott Baio and Nicole Eggert at war in dueling news conferences. They are just going at each other for all these sexual allegations, blah, blah, blah. Who knows how long that's going to go for. But, more power to both of them for standing their ground. If they both think they're right, stand your ground. I mean, obviously one's probably not as right as the other, or they're maybe seeing things different. I don't know how that's working. And last but not least, in the entertainment news, kind of a little sad news, golfer Bill Haas was injured in a fatal Ferrari crash involving Luke Wilson. I guess it was another car. He's okay. The driver of the Ferrari, a 71-year-old, they haven't released his name, is dead. But anyways, that's some news down there. Happened in down south by LA somewhere. Pacific Palisades, which is a really, really nice area. All right, moving over to really my favorite, travel and leisure. And I did find something good today in travel and leisure. Emirates is offering 2-for-1 flights this Valentine's Day, and that is going to run until the 17th, till Saturday. You can book your tickets. You have to travel to these ones between there's certain dates on there, but check them out. 2-for-1, and that applies to business and first class. So what used to be $5,000 maybe business or first class, so now you're going to get two for one, which is screaming deal if you think about it. And they're going to places like Milan, Athens. I mean, cool places, because once you get there, as you know, if you've been to Europe, you can go everywhere else. Okay, now last but not least, going to my little Facebook rant. I don't know how many Facebook friends I have, maybe 1,000, whatever, and you got liberals, you got conservatives, blah, blah, blah. But some of these posts really bug the shit out of me, and this one here, it really bugs the shit out of me because it's so untrue, but yet it's being spread out there and people are reading and get into it, and that's what creates all this friction between people. And it's just a short one. It's a short little blurb that someone reposted, and it's one of my obviously conservative right friends. Liberals, it is what it says. It's a picture of the American flag. Liberals are saying the American flag is offensive to Muslims. And it says, share if you don't give a damn. Now, I know a lot of freaking people. I know a lot of liberals. I know a lot of conservatives. I know a lot of people in general, all from the boards, everywhere in between. I've never, ever heard anyone say that about the American flag. Everybody I know is so fucking patriotic, it's ridiculous. And yet, I gotta see shit like this. It's just ridiculous. And then when you go look at some of the comments, like get the hell out of the country, blah, blah, blah. But there's one guy on here, I don't know who it is. And this is what I would have to say to it. And he just says, and there's a lot of crappy comments on this. And he says in one line, I've never heard a liberal say this. And I agree with him. I've never heard anyone say that. If anyone does say that, they should get out or go somewhere else. But that's not true. That's just bullshit, and I don't like it. I think it needs to stop, and maybe that's why this show's here. Let's stop this stuff. Let's get it out in the open, because that is definitely not true, and that comes from some hardcore liberals I know that are more patriotic than anyone else I know. So there you go. All right, that's going to end it on this Valentine's Day, Wednesday the 18th, or the 14th, sorry. I hope everybody has a Valentine's. I don't know what I'm going to be doing tonight, but enjoy this rest of your day, and we will see you tomorrow on the 15th, the day after Valentine's. I'd like to hear some stories. Again, please subscribe to my channel, the Common Sense Man's News and Talk Show, here on YouTube. Let's get this thing going. Have a great day.